It's your girl Cubana Kiss, and welcome back to another episode of the Whew Chile Chronicles Podcast. And if you've been listening to the last few episodes, you know it's been all things reflective. So today I got my homie with me, D2G. What's up, boo?
Yeah, you see how I flip my mask off like that? Can't no mask hold me down in these times, baby. We in 2021. We done made it. We in this thing. You heard me?
Yes, you heard me.
Don't judge. It happens.
A mask is a mask is a mask at this point. We don't care what's on it.
No, that's facts. As long as it's on your face and covering whatever breath or disease behind it, you should be all right.
That's it. So how are you?
I am great. Like I already feel wonderful. Like the new year just started and I already feel this new energy and mass and glow around the place. Like, yeah, I'm feeling it out.
I'm definitely with you on the new energy for a fact.
Yeah.
But for the people who don't know who D2G is, let the people know who you are, Chef.
Well, to the people out there, if you're listening, Whew Chile. Oh, I just want to say that. But I go by the name of D2G. That is D'Angelo 2 Grand. I represent the east side of Chicago. Yes, there is such a thing. Go from state to the local, top of the east. Just saying, you know what I mean? I'm an MC. I'm a singer by trade when I feel like it, not too much. I just started to talk on that. Songwriter, vocal arrangement on the background, you know what I mean? I like to compose the harmonies or whatnot. Tapping and producing from time to time. I'm basically just, if it's gonna sound good and look good and I can help create it, I am that.
Yes, so you are the music hall person of all, the all music hall.
I mean, you can't say music and not, you know, how your practice is right in each. There's techniques to make one beautiful thing.
Yes, that's facts though, because you got some people out here, you be like, you can't do music, you just sing. That's what you do. Like you don't do music, you just make beats. That's what you do.
And that's the fun part, honestly. Like when you get categorized as something or put into a stereotype, and then you excel at something else, bringing in something new into the game. That is fun. Like many people, when they see like certain joints and I do it, and I lay like a background harmony or something to it, they're like, "Wait, who did that?" And I was like, "All right."
That was me. I would actually like that.
Yeah, my favorite reactions, the obvious get the out of here ones. That shit is hilarious to me. Those are the ones that's the prices. That's when I know, like, yeah, I got one.
Like, I got one. So, just to backtrack a little bit, tell the people how you got with Reflective Music Group and what that journey has been like for you.
And I got with Reflective Music around the time my first album had actually dropped, which was July 9th, A Kansas Story. Very important day because that's my birthday. So my first album on my birthday and it being named after my birthday is a whole storyline behind it. But at the time, the management team that I was previously with before, you know, wasn't quite working out. So I was kind of doing the handlings, like the promotions and bookings and things pretty much by myself. And so the CEO, Andre, shout out to the bro, Mr. Du Bois, he reached out to me just on some checking in with me. You know, we have conversations amongst each other, you know what I'm saying, outside of music, outside of business, off of the fact that that's my man's. So he was just checking in on me, really having the heart to heart. I told him what was going on. He told me what he had going on, and he offered the spot to, you know what I'm saying, however he can assist with my career, if he can help, he would. And this wasn't even like in talks of just recruiting me. By then we had just built a friendship off of each other. And once we started to kind of bounce ideas back and forth from one another, put some works in, a couple of shows, and we gelled, that was all I needed right there for the fact that we run it just as if it's our thing, you know what I'm saying? So he works with me, I rock with him, and it shows. So
that's what's up. Dre is definitely like, that's the homie. He gonna check on you. He gonna make sure you good. He don't necessarily want nothing when he calls you. I'm just checking on you with the kid. I'm making sure y'all good. Like, I love that about Dre.
Like that's that humble spirit in him. Like it's nothing you can manufacture. You either have it or you don't. And he has that.
Yeah. a true, like you just tell, like this is more than a business to him. He want everybody to be family, and you know, which that means checking on you and making sure you're good.
Yep. That's my brother, man.
That's what's up. I like to hear the stories behind each artist, as I've been interviewing each artist. Everyone's story is a little bit different. I did talk to Trina last week, and she was like, you know, D2G was like, you need to do this and you need to do that. And I was like, oh, this is so crazy. Like, getting to know each person individually has definitely been like interesting because the people that I met or the people that I see or the people that I talk to on Snap, it's like, oh wait, it's a lot more personality behind these names that I ain't really getting to see.
Yeah, trust me. This is a part of the reason why, man, I wish Outside was back open, but you had to have been when the shows were, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think for the past few years, we have been on somebody's stage somewhere performing, getting in contact, you know what I'm saying, getting in tune with the people, and whether it's 5 people in the crowd, 15, 25, or 105, no matter the number, like, we remain the same regardless. We give you what's from our hearts. We give you what, you know what I'm saying, we're painting our lives out in front of you through the music, and our camaraderie in that is just, it's so family based. Like, I really look at everybody on the team as my brothers and sisters.
Yeah, it's facts though. I know for a fact that if I need something, I can get right in the chat. Hey, I need somebody to come help me, and somebody gonna come help me. It's just what it is. So I love it.
That's facts.
So, because you just all things music, how did you find that music was your art?
It's honestly, it was birthed right into me. You know what I mean? Moment that I can remember, it's always been music somewhere in my life. You know what I mean? And what mom's is playing it when we cleaning up around the house with B103 playing out the back on certain Saturdays to kind of get the mood going, or I'm watching Rap City, The Basement. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
I mean, music is so ingrained with me. Hip hop is so ingrained in me that my first words that I ever spoke was Wild Wild West. I know that. Like, those could be my first words was Wild Wild West off of watching videos when I was like, sweet. This is the story my mom told me, by the way. So if this happens to be false, you go for her.
Right, don't come for me. That's what's up. It's so funny to me, like, you know, like with singers, they always kind of be like, oh, I started in church. And with rappers, it kind of be like, it'd be a different story. Like, nah, I ain't started in church. Like, my pops was music, my mom was music, you know, like, I know in my household, my son is all things music. But I'm definitely that household that on Saturday morning, you don't know what music gonna play, but it's gonna play. That means for you, time for you to get your ass up and clean this house.
That's real.
But now my son can't even do simple stuff without listening to music. He can't take a shower without listening to his music. He gotta find the right playlist on his Apple Music, like he's 10. You know what I'm saying?
Because the music in itself is like, it's such a healing, you know what I'm saying, thing. Like, it becomes a part of you as the days go by. Like, it becomes a thing where you don't really do too much of anything without music. Like, if I'm getting ready for the day, putting my fit together, feeling how fly I am, I'll put some Jay-Z on in the background. I'm getting ready for a date or something, you know what I mean? I might have some music, Soul Child or Jill Scott, Rolling Blue, like whatever feels good to your soul, man. That's music.
Yeah, I agree with that. Music is everything. I was listening to some Cameron today. You couldn't tell me I wasn't on the phone hustling, baby. I was like, I was like, Purple Waves, everything. I was in this, listen, on the phone with my best friend, kicking it. She like, you sure? Like, are you sure you weren't never like a real hood chick? Like, no.
Yeah. you talking some hood times right there.
I loved it. That playlist played.
I could wear pink t-shirts and style it with literally everything with the pink bandanas.
You couldn't tell me, baby. I wore my pink, and I matched my little boyfriend in high school at the time with his pink. And I did the damn thing. You couldn't tell me I went, I grew up in Roseland, so it's just kind of like, I wasn't a hood chick because my mama wasn't having it, but I was a hood chick because of the way I grew up. Like, it's still, I could still see what was going on.
You environment, you was in your element.
I was definitely up my zone, baby.
Everybody though, man. Oh man, those were the times.
Man, one day though. But okay, so you started music young, you know, Wild Wild West and everything like that. But then, like, as you got older, how did you know, like, no, this is what I want to do?
I knew that this was what I wanted to do early on. The moment, oh my God, this is funny. I have to tell this part. Oh, I hate admitting this, but here we go. I knew I wanted to take it serious the moment that I saw Bow Wow come out. That is a funny thing, I know, but hear me out, because me and Bow same age, you know what I'm saying? We're 87. So when he came out during the Jermaine Dupri's, I had the video with him and Nas, and he did the little cutaway part where another song comes on, and this little short munchkin dude with braids coming down the head just like going off. And I'm like, what? I'm not alone in this? There's others?
There's others like me.
Right. But then that kind of went off real quick because I read this article in the Source magazine where he admitted that he didn't write this rhyme. And me being like 12 at the time, that kind of pissed me off. So I'm like, oh, hell no. If this bum ass mom can do it, I know I can get something done. And that's what really got me on my trailer.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Like the moment I wanted to do it seriously, and Bow Wow's an inspiration.
Right, because Bow Wow, you don't really hear too many people mention him. Even though I think they need to put some respect on his name, even though he ain't write his stuff and some of his stuff anyway.
Some heights in his career.
Yeah, he was the modern day LL Cool J.
For a time, he was Mr. 106 and Park.
Yeah, Mr. 106 and Park. Like, people need to put some respect. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I had Bow Wow posters definitely on my wall. Okay, was what it was.
I was on a Bow Wow back in the day, back when he came to Evergreen Park one time, and somebody tried to get him out of his chain.
Somebody tried to get out of his chain when he was at Markham after the Scream tours, and somebody tried to get him out of his chain, and they rushed the skate rink floor trying to get to Bow Wow. Like, I was rocking with Bow Wow then, so like,
can't be walking around in the shower with dog paw chains and think we ain't gonna try to get at you.
Okay. I wanted a dog paw chain. I wanted one.
Hey man, there was times.
Just tell me I wasn't gonna marry Bow Wow. You just couldn't tell me. What do you mean? I am Kyla Pratt. You couldn't tell me I wasn't Kyla Pratt, and you couldn't tell me I wasn't gonna marry Bow Wow. Okay? It just was what it was.
And then he stopped growing, and you got taller than him.
I got taller because I'm like, I am the tower that man now. I'll be like, bro, you don't get your ass.
Like I dare you try to put a foot down, and you got to look up to me at the same time. It don't work.
What's that new song, bitch? Corvette.
Wow.
I'd be so completely done with him. Okay, so then so that was your inspiration. That's an interesting story though. Like that's actually really dope to hear. Like most people kind of be like, oh no, Pac, Biggie, da. But you're like, no, it was Bow Wow. It's like that's what it was.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Of course, everybody listens to Pac and Biggie's classics. That's don't always be, but we're not gonna sit up here and ignore the fact that this little 3'7" dude was taking over stages and riding around in Range Rovers and Bentleys with chains on with Neptune beats behind him. I'm just
Neptune beats behind him.
He bought the Harlem Shake to life. I was just like, you know what? All right, if he can do this, I know I got classics in my man.
Like it's over with.
We'll do like 50 did Ja Rule and send him a bottle of champagne and say thank you. Like, thanks, cool.
Hate you. So we know what the inspiration was to just be like, okay, I'm definitely finna go hard. But what was the first track you laid that was like, yeah, I'm a fucking beast?
Oh my God. Because now I gotta dig back in the day when we used to record over like a tape recorder.
Come on.
Cardboard.
Come on.
Making this like booth on top of a bar in a basement with a light, and had to do them joints in one take.
Because you can't go back.
Oh my God. I could take it back to them, where they actually went to the studio and they used a little DAT tape where you had to rewind the whole film tape back. I could go there, but I would probably say like when I started doing more of my solo joints, because I was in a group for a minute when I first started. In my Millionaires in Charge. That was me and my homie Young D's. They know him as East Side D's now. That's my man. But when I started doing more of my solo joints, it was this song called I called it one of those joints. It was like Isley Brothers sample. Once I did that, I was like, yeah, I think I can do this. And again, seeing Bow Wow do his thing, I'm like, no, I'm better than that. I know. And me feeling like the wood. Also, you let that Terry ball. I know I look better than that.
I know I look better than that nigga.
That was me with Bow Wow rapping. Like, y'all let that man shot ball. I know I'm better than that.
That is so funny to me. You took it back. You took it back.
Yes.
Back in the day when I thought I was gonna be a singer or I was gonna be a vocal coach, I would record on my little tape recorder my stepdad had bought me. My stepdad knew how much I love music, and so I had like my own stereo in a big joint, the floor size joint. They used to sit on the floor and they got the CD player, then they got the radio, and they got the cassette player. Like I had the whole little kid. So they had that in my room, and he bought me a tape recorder. So he showed me how to hook the tape recorder up to the stereo so that I could record my songs off the stereo. And then I was able to do it like that. And so, baby, you couldn't tell me. Like you said, you gotta do it in one tape because you fuck it up. You gotta go all the way back. You gotta do the whole thing all over again.
Right. Hey, a lot of mugs out here right now. I don't know what that's like. That's rep roll, that's exercise, that's all of that being mastered in one
tape. Man, you took it back. You took it back for me. So, you definitely just dropped a new single. So let's talk about that real quick.
Okay. Originally, it's called A Different World. It's produced by my boy Lord 80. Shout outs to my dog. When I first started working with Lord 80, because we, of course, mutual friends, we got respective, you know what I'm saying, mutual peoples that ended up linking us together and whatnot. I must have heard this beat that he was working on. I was like, yo, I kind of need that. Because I feel like I need to talk some shit on that. Like, I need to say some. Because the song in itself, I'm going to give you a crazy fun fact. That song is like 4 years old.
Wow.
Not even. It's just that with each project that I've been working on, I've been so busy trying to rock on some third album type of, you know what I mean, different producers like I did with my previous albums. Short Summers, Long Winters being the second. Of course, July Night being my first one. So just riding off of the success of that, I tried to compile some joints, but never really got around to really shaping everything because I've been working on like some EPs in between. That's kind of giving a new spin on the song. So I said, you know what? While I'm getting these projects done, I have a whole heap of songs that just like not doing anything with them right now. So I might as well just start dropping some music, you know what I mean? And with A Different World, I feel like it was appropriate to drop top of the year, being the first one to come out, because it gives the feel like it's an introduction type of song. Like that was actually gonna be an intro to whatever third album I was gonna produce, you know. But I just feel like that's a perfect introduction to everything. You know what I'm saying? So what's to come? That's the perfect song. I talk some shit in that too.
I talk shit on all your songs.
Yeah, but it was bars in them. It was some jabs at some folks in there, and it was just me expressing what I felt. Like I was speaking what I really felt at the time. That's a real song. And then to have Marcus Garvey talking at the end is like that was gonna get him over the head.
This is what it is. You gotta throw them gems in there.
Yes.
You got to. So what can people expect this year? You know, now that the panty thing like it's getting ready to slow down a little bit, they pushing the vaccine on everybody and everything. What can we expect from D2G this year?
Well, you can expect from D2G this year, you're going to hear a lot more this year. Like, when I say every month you're getting a joint from, and it doesn't even have to be project related. I just have music like that just cause, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like new music needs to be circulated. You can't let things get old. You can't let things get stale. You have some things to say. You made a song about it. Let the people hear it. So I'm just about to start unloading on some things until one of my 2 projects that I'm working on is complete. Now, I can tell you the projects in which I'm working on. They're both EPs, and they're going to each be produced by a single producer. Like, the first one that I may be coming out with is called That One Friday. That is produced entirely by my homie brother Gift. He's got a feature on there as well. We've been working on that one for quite some time because that's such a feel-good album. We need to have it just right. Now, the next project, this one's special because this is actually a sequel to a project I released about 3 years back. It's called The First Hot Day EP, and it's produced entirely by Baines the God, aka Tom Baines. And we are working.
Hot, y'all need to check that one out, Lucy. But
when we're working on part 2, you know what I'm saying? We are already almost at the finishing stages of recording. The next, you got to gloss it up and make it pretty and everything. That one, you thought The First Hot Day EP was crazy with the storytelling and that.
Yeah.
I take this next story. We talk about everything that's going on right now, so that it's not time stamped per se, but it describes a certain time. But you can play it for years and years and things to come.
Timeless album.
Yes.
I look forward to these. I enjoy my D2G drops. When you drop stuff, I'm like, okay, let me go listen because I already know they finna be hot. It is what it is.
Hey, they still love the kid out here.
Of course. But you gotta give my listeners a hot 16. You got to.
They need a hot 16?
They need a hot 16.
All right, a hot 16. Okay. This is a track upon wax. Let it resonate. I come through your door, kick it down. Why hesitate? My goal is to win. To this purpose, I will dedicate. Keep my music toilet unclogged before I defecate. A steaming pile of bowel residue will clear your whole catalog. No Febreze can rescue. My future's kinda odd, nothing to debate. I'm overkilling any horror scene that Tyler could create. Please excuse me on this keynote. I'm seeing hella flunkies in the game trying to study his style. I'm here to demo. The rest of these cats thinking y'all deep, bro. I will bomb on your candy ass thoughts. No deep bros. That's old school. They missed that Twitter reference. Because their style is just a little too hope for my preference. This is the part where they going against the predator. That's usually how eulogies get written by news editors. I'm sick of these dudes faking thugs and perpetrating, coming with a similar style, twerking and percolating. Now I see when they looking at me why they sick of me, because I am the personification of what is victory. Whatever thinking they saying they levels past rap. Actually, I'm being nice when I'm saying they pass whack. You entry level, well, I'm past that. This that 98 Game 6 Bulls versus Jazz rap.
Okay, because he said what he said, period. Period. Yo.
And that's on a reflective music game.
Listen, it's just a rap. It's just a rap. So D2G, if they wanna get with you, if they trying to work with you, how can they reach you?
In the words of my brother, Mr. Talented, if you want to find me, I'm located on Earth. But if you want to go to social media, you can find me at 2G Make a Move on Instagram and Twitter. That's the number, the letter, and the rest of the words. 2G Make a Move. You can find me on Facebook at D2G Music, Bandcamp at D2G Music. You can also check the website for everything else at D2GMusic.com.
Period. That's what it is. So y'all stay tuned, and I'll be right back. Woo child. It ain't nothing like a good online boutique. And I'm gonna give y'all a little secret. One of the best ones out there is Ele Rose Boutique. Look, go to EleRoseBoutique.com, child. I'm gonna tell you why. She got everything. She got shades, earrings, lip gloss, t-shirt, dresses, biker shorts. Baby, she got it all. Look, I'm the shade queen, honey. And sometimes I gotta switch out these prescription glasses and put on my shades so I can catch all the shade that might be thrown at me. And then I also make sure I wear my rose hip oil from Ele Rose Boutique. has my lips feeling smooth, soft, and kissable, okay? Look, go ahead and check out this boutique. Baby, I promise you won't be disappointed. Make sure you tell them Cubana sent you. Mwah. Hey, what's up, loves? Listen, shout out to D2G for coming through, dropping a hot 16. Make sure y'all check out his new project. I linked it in the description box for you so you can't miss it, okay? Now, honey, we gonna get into these hot topics, okay? Because it's been a lot of shit going on, like a lot. Okay, so listen. Let's just start with what everybody's talking about right now, like currently, as in today, okay? Bobby Shmurda out of jail. You remember Bobby Shmurda? It's something hot boy. You know, that's the dance everybody be doing. You know, the dance go to everything. Him is out of jail. Hercules. He is out of jail after being in jail. I believe he was in jail for like 8 years. He's been in jail since 2014, if I am not mistaken, y'all. No, 2016. Y'all done made up a whole bunch of shit. Okay, look. He in September 2016, Bobby Shmurda, who is known for being from Brooklyn, accepted a plea deal to 1 count of 3rd-degree conspiracy and 1 count of weapons possession. Okay, he was sentenced 7 years for the crimes, in part to help Rowdy Rebel, who was originally facing 13 years. But he was given the same time as Shmurda after the Hot Niggas rapper plea deal. Okay, so Rowdy Rebel, he was released earlier this year, but now Bobby Shmurda is out. Him out, y'all. So that's that on that. He is out of jail. Quavo met him. It looked like he gave him at least $300K and some money. You know, real niggas stay down. Just is what it is. So Bobby Shmurda, welcome to semi-freedom, because he has to be on parole for like 5 years or something like that. So we gonna give you that, okay? Now, in other news, as we all know, Kim and Kanye I think they are officially divorced. So like, they already drawn up that paperwork. And I think we all saw the writing on the wall. We all saw this coming for Kim and Kanye. We never thought that this would like last as long as it did. But I mean, 7 years of marriage, that's a long time. And also, you know, Kanye has had a lot of mental instability. And so I think as a wife, Kim did a great job at handling him and supporting him in public. I believe personally, and I could be absolutely wrong, child, but I believe that her breaking point was him calling her out for like cheating and shit on Twitter, and went on that whole rampage about her, and then like how her mama be doing all kinds of shit. So I think that was her breaking point, and so she just kind of had to hold off a little bit, like she was trying to wait, hold it out. Okay, he apologized. Okay, let me get this together. And then it just didn't work. But I will not simply blame Kanye. I think that we don't know what really goes on in that household. But I will say this much. A lot of the marriages for them Kardashians don't be working out. Shorty on failed marriage number 3. That's all I'm going to say. Now, Kanye, get your shit together. Get some mental health. Because you ain't going to be right for nobody else neither. Okay? But that's all I know. You know, I ain't no therapist and shit. I just live life. Whoo child, honey. Let's get into this other shit. Because there's some stuff going on. Jay-Z and Moet done struck a deal, y'all. They done struck a deal. Let's give Jay his props for being a dope-ass businessman. Between him and Master P, I really do like the moves that they make, like the money moves they make. They make good money moves. Like, who ain't out here looking for rap snacks? Because I'm is. Period. But Jay-Z recently made a huge announcement sharing with us, his fans, that he sold 50% of I can't never pronounce this, y'all. Armand de Branagh, which is the company best known for the luxury champagne Ace of Spades, to Moet Hennessy. So what this means now is that obviously he has 50% stake and they have 50% stake. So that's what that means, that they're equally responsible for this company. But this is huge. Like, this is huge. This is huge money news. And so this is definitely what's up. Dr. Dre came out and congratulated Jay-Z on this amazing situation and deal. Shout out to Jay-Z. He been doing it. I mean, y'all can say a lot about the man. Y'all call him a sellout, do whatever y'all want, but he been making money moves. Okay? He been making money moves. Now, listen, on the last episode, I talked to y'all about the whole Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan being a little thing, and they're still kind of going strong. It looks like they actually kind of like each other. Like, this don't look like no publicity stunt no more. This look like real. But anyway, Boosie has some shit to say. This what Boosie had to say.
So we got to start, I know Laura a beautiful woman, but we got to stop giving the glory to the woman. What about the bachelors? What about these, who she not tied to none of them? What about the futures, the Trey Songz, who been in through these hoes, really bad bitches and bad. You got to start giving them the credit instead of Lori.
So this what I got to say to Boosie. You have absolutely no room to criticize anyone. You hired a prostitute to give head to your nephew and your son, who are underage, still underage, and you mad because Lori Harvey is doing what you should do in your early 20s, which is date whomever the fuck you want. Boosie, I don't understand how you have yet to be canceled. Nigga, shut your ugly ass up. Okay? We don't care. Don't nobody care. I speak for a lot of women when I say we don't care what you gotta say. We don't. Lori is doing whatever she wants to do. Now he has come back and he has said like, he not apologizing. He feel like he said what he said, and that's cool. You have the right to say what you say. But what I want to know is, when did it become okay for men to police what women do sexually or any other way? Huh? Because these are the same men that praise people like Future. Shut your ass up. Now, when she was with Future, I said, oh, the two fuck people didn't found each other. The fuck girl and the fuck boy didn't found each other. They gonna have fuck children. But Lori got the fuck up out of there, too. She can do what she wants. The thing about dating in your 20s, even if she fucking him or not, it's finding what you like. Knowing what you like. How can she know what she's going to like or what she's not going to like if she ain't out there dating? Did you date in your 20s? Don't he get like 100 kids? That's my way of saying I don't know how many kids he got, but he got a lot of them. So Boosie, shut your ass up, okay? We is done with you, Boosie. I do want to take the time to say that I am praying for Tiger Woods. Earlier this week, he was in a very horrific accident. One-car accident in a town that is actually known for their winding roads, known for their steep declines in their hills and their steep inclines in their hills. So apparently it's looking like he just simply lost control of his car by going too fast on one of those roads. His injuries are really bad. He has rods put in his legs. So y'all keep Tiger Woods in y'all prayers, honey. We don't even know if he'll ever play golf again. But the most important part is that his children still have their dad, because the doctors are saying they don't even know how he's still alive. That's how bad his injuries were. Okay, baby. Now, so you know how I just told y'all that Lord have mercy. I just told y'all that Kanye and Kim is getting a divorce or whatever. So y'all kind of know that. We know what's going on. We kind of following that. She wants joint custody of the kids. She's always said how great of a dad he is. And I actually believe that. I believe that Kanye's a really good father. But now Ray J saying, Well, since y'all ain't together no more, maybe me and you can be friends. Kanye. Ray J want to be friends with Kanye. If you can remember, if you can go back, according to Hot 97, Kanye West name dropped Ray J in his song Highlights. He says, I bet and Ray J would be friends if we ain't love the same bitch. Yeah, he might have hit it first. Only problem is I'm rich. So, that was what was said by Kanye in the song. In a recent interview with Genius, Ray J reacted to the lyrics and he said he's down to be friends with him. He said that's what the song said. And he was like, I didn't notice what the song said. That was cool. It's like he's having a conversation. He said, hearing the full lyrics for the first time, I didn't know it said all of that. I thought it ended after bitch. I mean, listen. Watch the Throne is one of the greatest albums of all time, hands down. And the concert was some of the most craziest shit and one of the most simple creative masterpieces I've ever experienced. Maybe we might need to be friends now. Everybody needs to just put our shit behind. It's 2021 and it's all love over here. So that's what him said. That's what him said. So you want to be friends. They want to have a kumbaya moment and shit. That's cool. Whew child. Now y'all know Lionel Richie, right? Y'all know him. Okay, so Lionel Richie, who is now known as like one of the hosts on American Idol, he got the internet going crazy once it got out that he is 71 years old. First of all, Lionel Richie look good for 71, child. He looks good for 71, but he is dating a 30-year-old. Y'all, that's like my granddaddy dating one of my friends. Twitter ate his ass up. Y'all know Black Twitter don't play no games. Y'all know Black Twitter don't play no games. Listen, somebody on Twitter said, what? Lionel Richie with his new bae, he's 71 and she's 30. Yani Lionel was 40 when this beautiful woman was born. Brothers, don't be in a hurry to marry. Maybe your soulmate ain't been born yet. You're sick. Y'all are sick. This is nasty to me. I mean, granted, he looks good. He don't look 71. I will say that much. So it ain't like super nasty. It ain't like Playboy, what's his name, wrinkly nasty. But it's still kind of nasty. Y'all, I don't know. Tell me how y'all feel. Y'all dating somebody that much older than y'all? What's the biggest age gap you've had dating? So I personally, I went on one date with a guy, and I'll never forget. He was like 42, and at the time I was like 23, 24-ish. It was weird. His son was my age. I let that go quick. I couldn't do nothing with that. And we went on one date, and I was like, this ain't gonna never work. This ain't gonna never work. Never. Now, baby, I have spoken about Safari and Erica Mena before on my show, honey. And the thing is, I feel like Safari lives in a reality TV show in his head. I really think that he thinks that everything is for the media. Let me tell you something. Safari says, listen, y'all, I can't even. Safari went to Twitter, I'm assuming after an argument or whatever's going on in his house. He went to Twitter, he said, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Getting married was one of my biggest mistakes and it will never happen again. I'm walking away before I end up in jail over some dumb shit. Nobody is worth my freedom. And I say this, I'm going to say this. What happened to the days where you used to kind of like go through your shit with your spouse and then like nobody knew? What? We don't do those. Do those things not happen anymore? Huh? Like, talk to me. Tell me what it really is. I don't understand. Y'all. Make it make sense. So then Erica Mena comes back and says, since you always run the social media like a little girl, I I might as well join in. I absolutely agree with you on this. You are the most selfish, vain, and inconsiderate person. And not just with me, but with your only daughter. Listen, Safari constantly says shit and does shit that I don't see how Erica Mena even been there this long. I'm gonna drink my water and say that on that. Because the moment you tell me that the reason we can't have no more kids is because I got too big during my pregnancy, first of all, bitch, get out. Out. Get the fuck out. That's it. I don't even understand what else there is to talk about. It ain't nothing for us to talk about. Actually, you gotta get out. Get out. Go. Finito, finish, done with you. But you know what? That's that fuckboy shit. It is what it is. Now, y'all know I love me some Meek Mill. I love me some Meek Mill. Why he make that song, y'all? Okay. Lil Baby and Meek Mill collab surfaced. It came out online. It was leaked a little bit. And the fans went crazy because apparently the name of the song is Kobe Bryant. It's supposed to be paying homage to Kobe Bryant. There is a lyric in the song that is said by Meek Mill. He says, "And if I ever lack, I'm going out with my chopper. It'll be another Kobe. Shit, I can tell they ain't even know me." Also in that song, Lil Baby says, "I damn near want to have a son so I can name him Kobe." I don't think anybody was like offended by that. I do think this was ill taste, Meek. This was very much so ill taste. You want to go down with your chopper like Kobe? Like, bruh. Yeah? That's what you thought was okay? And who produced this and then say, "I don't think you should say that"? People was like, you need to apologize. You say da. Meek was like, "I'm not apologizing. I said what I said." So Vanessa Bryant went to Instagram and she posted this. "Dear Meek Mill, I find this line to be extremely insensitive and disrespectful. I am not familiar with any of your music, but I believe you can do better than this. If you are a fan, fine. There's a better way to show your admiration for my husband. This lacks respect." I want to say this much though. I do want to say, Meek Mill did come back and say, "I did apologize to her in private, but not to the public. Nothing I say on my page is directed to an internet viral moment or the family of a grieving woman. If you care about someone grieving, change the subject." What he's saying is there was a post that came out, like a tweet that he made. It just simply was just in ill fashion. It pretty much said he didn't give a fuck what people said and some other shit. And it was like right after Vanessa had put that on Instagram. And so people thought he was like responding to her. And what he was saying, like, I didn't even see that, and that's not what, I wouldn't respond to her in that instance. I do, in my heart of hearts, believe that Meek Mill was going to always apologize to Vanessa. The problem is, I feel like you guys want these public and sincere apologies out to the world. He doesn't owe the world an apology, but he did owe Vanessa that. And so I'm glad that it's been stated that he has apologized to her. But somebody in his camp should have told him that was not good. Somebody in his camp should have told him that he should not put that in the song. Whew child. Who in y'all camps? Put me in y'all camp, because I'm going to tell you what it is and what it ain't. I'm going to be like, that ain't it. Who told you? Why would you say that? Like, y'all need really fishing pole, really in work. That's what y'all need to do. Really in. That's what y'all need to do. Okay? And in hot girl news, because y'all know I love me some Megan. Body, yaddy, yaddy. I don't care what y'all say. I like this song. In hot girl news, Megan Thee Stallion apparently has some upcoming music coming out with Maroon 5 and Idris motherfucking Elba. Baby! So Idris been dropping some bars. Remember on a previous episode, go back and listen. I told y'all he was dropping music, and it was a little clip. I gave y'all a little clip of him dropping his bars. Now he might be having some music with Megan. So on March 3rd, Megan is going to be featured on a song by Maroon 5 called Beautiful Mistakes. So I can't wait to hear that because I love me some Maroon 5. I can't even front. But Idris and Megan next. I want to know what it's going to be about. I want to hear what he'll be like. He don't hardly style. I want to know. What y'all think? What y'all think the song going to be about? Talk to me. Talk to me. Tell me. I want to know. I want to know. Once again, I thank you guys for listening to my podcast, The Whew Chile Chronicles. If you haven't done so already, make sure you rate my podcast, okay? That's how I get noticed by the people I need to be noticed by, okay? Make sure you follow your girl at Cubana Kiss on everything. Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm there, and I'm waiting on you, baby, okay? So, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and that notification bell. Share my stuff a little bit. And I'll talk to y'all later. Mwah.